I have such ADD and creativity oozing out that I evolve my pieces. Like if I'm Ash Ketchum or some shit, you know, they evolve with time. Like I add stuff to them, I, you know, take away stuff, tailor them, switch it up. So as you can see, this original piece, it was all white. More pieces that I modified, because not only do I make beats from scratch and record on them and do all types of subgenres, but I also make clothing. Rest in peace to my grandma Judy, who taught me how to sew back when I was a sponsored skateboarder. Started experimenting with fashions. I'm gonna show you this shirt. Like I said, we're gonna get a little futuristic, as you can see. I told you in the first video before this, same way Virgil and Nego and a few other designers combine high-end with streetwear, I'm combining high-end with streetwear and a little sprinkle of cosplay up in there. So my grandmother Judy, she taught me how to sew back when I was in my early teens. I was skateboarding and I was heavy into punk music and I wanted tight jeans. And this was before skinny jeans made a comeback. This was 2002. So I lived in Florida for a little bit. I either had to go get Wranglers or I had her just take in and tailor the pants. So rest in peace to Grandma Judy. She's the reason why I got into sewing. So, you know, I do it all. I make the music, I mix the music, which drives me crazy, and I make clothing. I have such ADD and creativity oozing out that I evolve my pieces. Like if I'm Ash Ketchum or some shit, you know, they evolve with time. Like I add stuff to them, I, you know, take away stuff, tailor them, switch it up. So as you can see, this original piece, it was all white. This blank is actually from Muji. And what happened was the neck started getting like an off-white and then almost like yellowish, because then I tried to like put chemicals and stuff to whiten it and it didn't work. I did color removal, all of that. So I dip dyed it in gray. When I dip dyed the neck, some of this netting fabric fell into the boiling water and some of it actually melted and it gave it a post-apocalyptic look. So not only we going futuristic, but we going post-apocalyptic. And yeah, now it has this grayish hue. It fades into dark gray and even into like kind of pale blues that you can barely tell that there's a slight tint of blue to it. It gives it so much more character. Cropped the shirt, took it in on the sides as well. Oh, and I got the wolf ring. There's video on my profile on Instagram and TikTok about this wolf ring. I have artwork that I did that looked like this, and then when I saw this white wolf in Toy Tokyo, I bought it so that I could paint it to look like the artwork that I did while I was in a mental hospital. So, and no, I'm not schizophrenic, I'm not bipolar. It's for anxiety and depression, stuff of that nature, if you know what I mean. Then I got the white lantern. As I told you in the first video, I keep all the lanterns. I got to get the black one soon. Recluse wristband, and I'm gonna be making more of these iridescent wristband with the clear clip. Childlike futurism. Sometimes I don't do just like the hyper upscale high-end avant-garde futurism. I'll do very childlike futurism. I'm saying that's back to be inspired by Nego, inspired by Pharrell, inspired by Ye. You know what I'm saying? I got the Kabbalah bracelet, but it's leather. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, gold Muji socks with it. Ooh, detail. Yeah, and these pants were just, you know, for some reason I just felt like randomly putting these on here. This is leather. I had a friend of mine went on a trip, brought back a bunch of genuine leather. So this was from like a bag factory. I think these were like straps and stuff for a bag. And I just, you know, sewed them on there randomly like that, just to give it more character. Even in the back, I got the netting on the shoulders. I did beige versions of these, and I was actually going to do a bunch more for the first collection. By the time I moved on and did a bunch of other pieces, I couldn't find more of this fabric. I will be doing more pieces similar to this with this style. It's interactive. What's the point? You know, it's just stimming at this point. I thought it'd be cool. It has more character to it. And then this is like barely iridescent. This one piece of fabric I did down the middle. That's the thing with my brand, is like it's going to be hyper limited, like one of one, one of two, one of three. And it's not just to be rare, but it's because Recluse is more of an art collection. It's more of like an art dealer selling their collection of art than a clothing line. Clothing line, you're gonna go to a manufacturer, you're gonna get a bunch of the same pieces produced and sell them. For these are super rare works of art that are made by my hand. Like this I'm working on for my son. This is not fully done yet. It's all hand painted. I'm gonna add more graphics all over and on the back as well. When people buy my pieces, it's like buying a canvas painting from a gallery, from an artist you like. Like you go to Sloan and you buy a piece from Sloan or Cause, or or shit, if you could afford to get a Basquiat, those are the most expensive. So that's how I want to fuck the fashion game up in a good way. Like this is not just a quick come up. This is not just some sort of marketing scheme. Like this is the real. And I know Virgil will be proud of that, because we really fucking it up with that. Balenci rare, but it's not rare enough because you got a bunch of cornballs that's rocking that shit. And same thing with a lot of other brands that start off exclusive, and then when they get popular, Supreme is one of them. You've seen Supreme get so big that there's people who really about that wear it and it looks good, and then you see people that got no business wearing it because it's not rare enough. Matter of fact, any of your favorite artists, tell them they need my production. It'll change their life. I'm the next Ye. I'm the next Pharrell. No, it's not cocky. No, it's not big-headed, because you know what? If you meet me in person, you see I will never treat you like I'm a better human being than you. See this? I've been humbled 1,000 times over in my life. I almost died several times of Crohn's disease. I've been humbled many times, but I know my place in this world. I'm not good at everything. I would be cocky if I thought I was good at everything, right? But I know my strengths. And I am the next Ye, I am the next Pharrell. Not in terms of their personalities, I'm my own person. Just the same way MJ was the next James Brown, but he acted nothing like James Brown. He was his own person. That was the evolution. So it's gonna get real interesting. This is just the beginning. The fact that I'm even making this video is because I got shit lined up. I don't just do shit for no reason. Yeah. I disappeared for a little while from even my friends and family outside the internet. In real life, I disappeared. I haven't hit a lot of people up, and it's not being weird. It's not because I have a grudge with them. When I showed up for my grandmother's funeral, it was nothing but love for everybody. When I show up, and one of the last times that Serge was around, my best friend before he passed, they saw it was nothing but love with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just had to put in my 10,000 hours. I'm like Dr. Frankenstein up in the castle, like obsessively, like Nikola Tesla, obsessively perfecting my craft in order for me to shift culture and evolve culture, because it's too stagnant. And it's always good to take little reference points from the past and mix them in with something new. But it's all revisiting the past. You know what I'm saying? I want to see things evolve. I want to see things get futuristic. I'm a futurist. And I'm obsessive over my music. I'm obsessive over, the clothing and everything. So I put in my 10,000 hours. Now I'm stepping out with the black belt. the fact that I disappeared for such long periods of time, the fact that I've been making music for almost 2 decades and I didn't really put myself out there a lot, shows you that I'm not a narcissist. I don't care that much about making it about me. But I know that art inspires people, and I know that telling your story inspires people. And I've lived a movie of a life that feels like comic book character. It's crazy, and when I unravel it little by little, I've been planning on how I'm gonna tell my story. Now we're about to do it. So as you see me unravel my story and why I feel the way I do about my place in art, culture, and music and fashion, it'll all make sense. It's gonna get really weird in the best way possible, I promise you. I got so many pieces to show. We're gonna go to some jackets next. So next video, stay tuned. If you want jacket, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, whatever. You ain't feeling yourself, jacket.
What's the actual
jacket, whatever, jacket. But yeah, this is Zeph Solar Zeffy. Check out Throne. Pentagram Part 2 is being re-released, and I'm basically re-releasing a bunch of music that I put out last year and this year, and then I'm gonna start dropping new music. I have 4 albums worth of music I'm gonna be rolling out that I've been obsessing over learning how to mix better before I put any of it out. So that's why I kind of slowed down, disappeared for a while. But exciting times that we live in. No matter how dark it gets, there's always equal amount of light. That's the yin and yang of the universe. Know that. That's not just some silly meditation symbol. That is the blueprint for reality. And I'm here to shed some of that light. You can have all my light. Give you the light. If you from the Bronx, if you from New York in general, but especially if you're from the Bronx, you need to be on what I'm doing. Not because I'm self-entitled, but because when you get to really talk to me, you see how pure my intentions are of just wanting to see culture evolve, of wanting to inspire people who feel like the underdogs and who feel like they're not enough, or feel like their time is up, or feel like they have too many obstacles in their way. This is bigger than me. Being an icon is about what you represent, not about you feeling good about yourself. Yeah. Come check in with me. This is really real. So, Zeph Solis, yeah, I'm not gonna blow a kiss when you do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like certain ladies, certain occasions, it's not for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Take it easy. I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, Zeph Solis, you already know.